right, everybody, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Welcome to August 12th. Let's see what's going on, what messages want to come through for you. Any zodiac signs that show up, I will take a look at in the extended. We are still in the full moon in August. Full moon in Aquarius in August. So might need to take a fresh look at things. Let's see where we go. That full moon happened on August 11th, which is yesterday. So if you're watching this, there's still some energy around it. Let's see what needs to be worked on or what can be of support as you look at things with fresh eyes, spiritual goggles. Okay. Bloom where you're planted. Probably not time to wholesale change everything. It's kind of like, let's look at things and let's make tweaks. Aquarius is a fixed sign. So it's not about like completely transforming anything. It's about understanding more. Aquarius is very inquisitive, and it's also not super emotional in any way. So we're not holding on to things that may be working, not working. We're not holding on to things like that because of sentimental reasons. We're going to be like, okay, you know what? That doesn't work for me anymore. No sentiment whatsoever. Wow, 3, 2, 1, jump. Time to take the plunge, my darling. You decided to wake up, or else why would you draw me? This does feel a little bit like people have been, I don't know, asleep at the switch seems kind of harsh to me, but that's what I'm hearing, asleep at the switch. Like, just keep on doing the same thing and hoping for something different to happen is definitely not supported in this Aquarius full moon. So let's see where we go here. Because we're the day after, like I said, we still have a little bit of this energy, but what really needs to happen now? Let's see about going forward. So if you did spend some time yesterday releasing, you could still do this today. If you spent some time releasing and letting go of things that no longer make sense to you or no longer work for you.
Sorry, could you say that again? Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh my God, that's funny. Siri is wanting me to repeat that. So if you haven't really let go of things that don't work for you, because you're thinking it needs to be a complete sweep, I'm here to say that there's maybe an intermediate solution, and it's time to go all in on that. So let's see how it wants to show up in this reading here. 4 of Wands, look at this, 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands energy, like waiting for some kind of message, waiting for some kind of like, okay, maybe my relationship isn't working anymore. So instead of like 100% clobbering it and me, I've been asking for information. I've been asking and praying and like, hey, what am I supposed to be doing here? Because I don't know. I think there is something that's done with it. There is something that's definitely over. But it does feel to me like, let's work with what we have and get rid of the pieces of it that are deadwood. Okay? Get rid of the way we're communicating. Let's change that. Let's change how we exist in this relationship. We can no longer go along on autopilot. Okay? Can't do it anymore. Knight of Swords. Look at this, Ace of Swords. So a lot of truth coming out when this is finally expressed. So you or your person, this could also be in your own life. When you finally express it and you have the courage to say, hey, this isn't working. What's my next step? How can I take the good parts of this, prune away some of the dead wood, and allow it to flourish? Okay, so 2 of Wands, there's a decision to be made. There's a prayer being expressed. And I also think it comes out of some kind of frustration. Like, all right, I've been going along. I've been doing what I used to do. And it's not working anymore. And so I finally have to say it out loud. I finally have the courage to express it. Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. I think only when you are only when you resist change does it collapse. Only when you're not, if you're not, because Aquarius is all about the big picture. It's all about being innovative and taking, I don't want to say risks, but taking a path that is unfamiliar, yet not destroying something. But you have to have the courage to say it out loud. Okay, you have to have the courage to say it out loud. So, for example, if this is your work, because I see Five of Pentacles here, if you have the courage to say in your team or whatever, like, hey, is this working anymore? Like, we have created this workflow and all workflow. Oh my God. This like this thing that served our customers or our clients or whatever, and the customers and clients have now changed. There's some kind of fundamental difference here, and we like missed it. Okay. And so the question here is, well, how do I reconnect with that other? So if you're talking about your relationship, how do I go, okay, we've gone down a path that may no longer be helpful. That may no longer be working. It's not only if you become complacent and rigid about change will that not work. Five of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. If you are more insightful, if you're like, I'm willing to look at the golden goose, or I'm willing to look at the current situation, nothing is sacred. Nothing. Aquarius believes in that. Aquarius definitely believes that when you put something on a pedestal or you create some sacred bubble around a thing, that it becomes stagnant. Okay. And I'm going to clarify a couple things. So the Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. So the message is coming in. Okay. If you're willing to speak it, then you're getting now new guidance. If you're willing to release from this, everything's fine, everything's perfect, everything's totally normal. If you're willing to release that, then there's like compassion and love and fresh ideas, fresh energy coming in. I remember when my father was ill and my mother for a long time, ALS is no joke, right? And for a long time, my mother was like, everything's fine, everything's totally normal, and until one day she couldn't. And she was like, okay, like breaking down. She was definitely broke down and was like, okay, we can't continue on as if. We can't. And there was such freedom in that. And it's totally Aquarian energy. There's such freedom in that idea. And I do think the answers are going to be coming in, because I think that's what you're doing. So why is the Five of Pentacles showing up? Oh, okay. All right. 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. Okay. I love this because it's an ego thing that's holding you back, that no one can know it's not working out. It's definitely an ego thing. The 6 of Wands here. If you hang on to your ego, then privately there's this 9 of Swords. It's not working out. 5 of Swords. I'm acting as if, and other people are kind of driven from me. And so for me to just like accept this and accept the new thing. What's the new thing? All right, I'll do 3 of Swords in a second, but what's the new thing here? Fool. 3, 2, 1, jump. Fool. Okay? Fool is about jumping, even though you might not know or have all the wisdom. Temperance, King of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. There's somebody who's a teacher, all right? There's somebody, it could be a colleague. It could be a love partner. It's like, let them in on the truth. Let them in on this, because I think it's only through collaboration, talking to other people. Like, you can't keep it a secret anymore. All right. You really, if you're running a company, you have to go to your brain trust. You have to go to the people you are working with and say, hey, you know what? This isn't working anymore. So what are we going to do? And I think that's going to work. The Ace of Swords, the message that's coming through, strength within Leo time. We are now got about 10 days left of Leo. So this is not, this year, Ace of Pentacles, this is the timing card. This will be resolved if you overcome your own ego, your own I'm fine, everything's fine. If you overcome that and are able to be more open and honest with your concerns, Three of Swords, then I feel like that's real power. I feel like people see that as real power. Okay. The Two of Swords, this is so much protection going on, so much trying to protect oneself. 10 of Wands, I'm going to keep on doing it. 4 of Pentacles and the Wheel. So we do have some movement forward here with the Chariot card. And that tells me, I love the Leo energy here of standing up for the truth, regardless of one's ego. Like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know. So I'm going to reach out. I'm going to be like, listen, I've been very successful in this, but it's not, doing the thing I think it should be doing. So something has changed. How do I figure that out? All right. How do I figure out what's changed? The first step is in admitting there's a problem. That's the first step. And then letting your ego go to the side in order to hear the information. If you're very defensive about what anybody is telling you, I do believe there's somebody here or multiple people who are going to share some information with you that are going to make all the difference. Okay. So if you're having this experience, the Aquarius full moon can be a super big help, because that full moon says, hey, release this shit, release this stuff that isn't supportive of you. You're carrying a burden here. Do you know that? You're carrying this burden, and you don't have to, first of all, you don't have to do it all alone. And second of all, when you say it, then you attract the answer. All right. So let's go deeper into this. I will pull cards for Sag. Let's see, Sag and Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Taurus, Leo. Okay. You don't have to be those signs for this reading to align with you or anything like that. Special guidance for those signs. Sag, Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay? Link is below if you want to continue on. If you're part of Pathfinders, rest of the reading starts right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.